Loki Flex. Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Get to the money, get to the cash. Yo, a Cyclone, you know. I mean, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Chat, chat.
Watch I wanna. Watch I wanna. Watch I wanna.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the One Drop Podcast. And this is episode 48.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I'm your boy, Loki Flex.
Tracy Loyal. Dylan John in the building. Check in.
Yeah. So we, back again in next week. You understand? It's a lot been going on since last episode. You know what I mean?
People reacting to the Will Smith slap and all that.
Yeah. Everybody's on it.
It's
So
an even split down the middle.
yeah.
It's still an even split.
Yeah, nobody's more outraged than the other. So
Yeah, it's still an even split. Some
you know what I mean? But
he should have did
that's the piggyback off of that though. Like, you know what I mean? We seen Chris Rock has done, a couple shows out his tour and sold out tours.
Yes.
Sold out tour dates.
Man, don't say sold out like it's an accomplishment.
What do you mean?
Nah, that's how Tracy said it. It was like it's sold out, like he did it on his own.
Everything kind of pushed from the slap.
That's the point.
Not saying that he won't sell out some.
The point.
It won't. Not
He's
saying
gonna sell out all. He's a sellout.
Yes, but I'm just saying.
So is Will Smith.
The ticket.
They're sellers, professional sellers.
God.
Hey, well, at the same time, we've seen some, little blowback from that whole incident at the Oscars, and with all that people that's coming out to hear him talk about what happened. He's not talking about it. He's not addressing
he
it.
said he just he's still
People wanna
processing.
hear
Yeah, exactly. That's why the ticket sales kind of went up. Yeah,
went crazy.
Nosy.
yeah, of course. Naturally, human beings.
Chris Rock's well-being.
Yeah, exactly.
How you feel? How you feel?
Hey,
about
I mean,
it? What do you have to say about it?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like you said, he's still trying to, he's still processing the whole thing.
Yeah, he's still processing.
You can tell he's a bit traumatized with that whole thing.
That's what that means. It'll take 2 to 3 days for that shit to deposit.
Yeah, the man is traumatized, yo. He's traumatized.
Yeah. I just feel it's a more, embarrassment, and I feel like more of I think has a little regret of how that thing went down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean, I get it too. You know what I mean? I'll be embarrassed and I'll probably feel regretful also if it happened to me, but it probably wouldn't, the outcome wouldn't have went that way. I wouldn't have, just turned the other cheek.
It wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Because it was a plan.
I don't know, bro. It looked kind of clean again.
It's like a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, your system work against black people continuously. While we asleep, them at work.
Yeah. Oh, always. Yeah. Always.
I say, first time a black person I direct the Oscars, whole heap of things.
I know, right?
Well, talking about that, talking about...
But not only that, it's like this shit, Will Smith, this shit been foreshadowed before. Marlon Wayans did like a improv comedy. Shawn Wayans.
Okay.
Yeah. He was hosting. What was he hosting?
He was Saturday Night Live or something. He act like he was Chris Rock, and he did a show. He did a joke, and people at the audience came and attacked him.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And this not only one. This not only one. There's like many examples. There's like 2 or 3 examples of that shit.
Wow.
But this is the one that I remember the most. It's like he was saying the jokes about like girls and like dudes and like people came up and they was beating him up while he was on. He was like, you know what I mean? Act like he Chris Rock, but
that's crazy.
There's a lot of shit. Like there's a butterfly effect. Like there's people put things out there, man.
I don't know, man. Yeah, whatever it is, that made this thing happen. You know what I mean? I hope it is fake, but I don't think it is fake at the same time. You know what I mean?
Now there's video
fake
out.
And embarrassing.
There's a video out with Jada actually laughing.
No, I seen that.
I'm like,
yeah, I seen that.
What?
No, she was laughing the whole time. Like after the whole thing,
exactly.
like she was laughing.
Like,
so
can you explain your
puppet master, bro? Puppet master.
Explain what's going on. I thought she was that upset.
Nah.
Like
to be very upset because she was annoyed when he told the joke, and then like to be amused by what you know what I mean. Your husband basically embarrassed y'all as a couple,
your entire family, and the entire black race.
But to laugh at that, I guess she felt great.
Entire black race, and
the
entire African race. Will Smith, boy.
Now, but that's exactly what they wanted to see, like another black man emasculating another black man, and that's and basically that's what happened. And for her to laugh at that, that's crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was like, you need to explain yourself here. Like,
but it's going to be around the red table.
I don't even watch it.
I don't watch it either. But at the same time, that's where they're going to discuss all of this stuff to try to do the damage control, which is not working.
Let's see.
Anyway, but I just that situation is kind of dying down at the moment. You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
It's a deeper dig.
It's a deeper dig?
Like, they're digging.
Yes,
now.
Like seriously.
Now the internet got a hold of it. The internet is doing this thing now.
So because I'm thinking it's going to be it's going to be concluded. Because
long division,
I think it's going to be concluded because he, now, Will, is, he kind of retired from he drawn away from the Oscars in the Academy. So now
I'm drawing I fire him.
Well, I think that they was going to come up with a decision on the 14th, so he didn't wait for that.
So
you know what I'm saying?
My whole thing is now the internet is not going to stop because now it's just like, of course they're like, okay,
we're seeing
he's
these
controlled by Jada.
These flashbacks.
Yes, it's like,
they got
it's still
stuff,
going.
It's still
going.
They got scenes where
crazy.
They're showing stuff like with Will Smith, like when Will Smith and Chris Rock were acting together, like.
Yeah, that's how far they're going.
Wow.
They got scenes where Chris Rock was in a dress, acting like a girl, and he was Will Smith's date.
That's when Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince.
Like, they go back.
Oh, yeah. I remember that episode.
That's what I'm saying. The internet, they not going to stop.
Wow.
And they are piecing
so they trying to
puzzle.
So they trying are they really trying to find out if it's a feud or something that was going on from a long time brewing or what?
It's at the point where they're making it seem like, okay,
they might sure you say it's fake.
Will is basically not really fake. Like they're making it seem like, okay, he's, of course his wife making him look an ass. Mm-hmm. That is out there too. Yeah. And then they're just saying, okay, you know what? She's controlling him, like the strings that she's pulling. Like people just dissecting their whole lives, like all over social media. It's all over.
Wow.
YouTube, like they're not gonna stop.
No, really, because I stopped following it once everything came out. Like, Will stopped. He kind of stepped away from the Oscars, and now you see, that Chris is, moving on doing his tour dates. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking like everything kind of cooled down. I
thought it would too.
But the thing, what I love though, I seen other comedians posting up their old sets and how they talked to somebody that was famous in the crowd and showing their reaction. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm like Martin Lawrence. He posted one of his joints from Def Comedy Jam where he talking to one of his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend, telling him that, shoot, he used to hit that shit too. All types of, and the thing about it was, dude got up and laughed and he took it for what it was, and he knows comedy, and he just sat back down and they enjoyed the show. Nobody got on stage, nobody fought, nothing. Exactly. Maybe something was said afterwards that we don't know about, but
Martin from DC, right?
Yeah, he's from DC. Yeah. But Def Comedy Jam was in New York.
Ain't gonna happen though.
But it was shot in New York where it could have went left.
A lot of comedians coming out with the same thing. Like, of course.
All of them coming out with me with a, I shoot that me. I said basically the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
if I was in a situation, I would have did this. If I was in a situation, I would have said this.
Some of them kept it real though.
Yeah, some of them did.
Chris Rock brother, he was just like, nigga.
Man, these niggas ain't keeping it real. These niggas are this is an opportunity. You don't understand what's going on here?
Listen.
This is an opportunity for people to eat. This is a cash cow.
Yeah.
And the leeches are latching on.
I understand.
All the other
exactly
comedians are latching on. Even Chris Rock brother is latching on.
I wouldn't say
motherfucker,
that.
because you don't need to say nothing. Because if you plan on doing something, don't say nothing. Get yourself all fucked up in the cops.
Like,
just do what you gonna do.
Chris ain't say nothing.
Nah, but he's saying something because he want to make. He wants either a punchline or he wants more tours or more something from this because he's saying it to get a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like he's not saying he's saying it because maybe that's how he truly feels.
Yeah, that's how he truly feels. But I think at the end of the day, he's gonna be profiting off of that. Also,
he's sharing his feelings because he knows that there's profit to be made off it. This is how the world works right now.
Yeah,
these major issues, it's money around them. Like major people in the news, like you talk about it, like with social media, Facebook, Twitter, all the podcasts, like. You talk about it, people getting hits. This is how they make their money. People want these things in the news.
People like profit over trauma.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, we profit over trauma.
This was like, I'm telling you, it's like you going fishing and you catch like, and you go fishing and catch like what a 60-pounder, 50-pounder.
Yeah.
This Will Smith news. Like,
oh, this is 1,000 pounds. This is a shark.
It's a whale.
It's a whale. Yeah, exactly.
There's stories like this in the news that happen on a cycle.
Yeah,
like every 3 months, every 2 months. It's a big story.
Exactly,
and people eat off of them.
Yeah, of course,
including people's family.
Yo, and that's the kind of the sad part of being famous and well known because people is gonna eat off your pain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at this point, everybody's trying to get a piece. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, it's some type of, conclusion to this, that we, the internet kind of slows down on this. We just already seen, I don't know if y'all SNL watchers, but SNL had a field day on this. The whole Saturday they had a field day on this. So,
we all knew that was coming.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I know we all take the time to kind of make bad things make laugh, but some things you kind of gotta have some type of sympathy on or empathy on. You know what I mean? And Chris Rock, in both situations, I feel like they messed up. Their career changes.
I hope they can be friends again.
I don't think that. I don't think that's going to happen.
Talk it out.
Yo, you be wishing on some stars.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Talk it out.
But only way if they friends again, then you definitely know it's fucking planned.
Yeah, or some money to be made. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Either or.
Put your hands on me, bro. It ain't no need.
Yeah, it's not like because you just that's disrespectful.
Anything you say, and I could probably forgive you.
Exactly. Yeah. But you put your hand on me, bro. It's a wrap.
It's a different ball game, bro. It's a different ball game.
But anyway, moving on. So this weekend we experienced another show, and another outrage has been put to the forefront. We have the Grammys that was yesterday, and we seen that the best reggae album was won by a American-based group called Soulja, and they won best album, reggae album. What you drop again?
It's the only category we have.
See, something not going on here. So Soulja has won the best reggae album, and I think Spice was nominated also. Who else?
It was a couple people. What is it? Jesse Royal?
I don't know. Jesse Royal was on there,
listen, because I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. I'm not.
I just went back and looked at the clips. Yeah, and I'm like, okay.
But everybody's in an outroar about this this group, and I seen Bounty Killer, personally, he made a post about it, that he's done with the Grammys and all of
Everyone
that.
Is in outrage
And
right now.
you know what I mean? Me personally, I'm not in the outrage because I'm not surprised because our industry is not strong, and we don't have control of our industry, and just because of those reasons, not saying that, they shouldn't be doing reggae music. I'm saying this because we leave our genre way too open.
Exactly.
And
anyone come in.
and anybody can, we invite everybody to it, and that's not a problem. But at the same time, we don't have a stronghold on it ourselves because we don't have that ownership. We don't have that structure in reggae music. So if we don't have a structure for anything, everything collapses.
Black people not own nothing.
And
nowhere. Period.
It's like we don't have a structure.
Reggae music, not in hip hop music, not in rock music, not in any music. We don't own it. We don't own governments. We don't own schools. We don't own companies, organizations. We don't own any of it. We are workers.
We're just workers.
That's what we've been relegated to since I would say about 1560 AD, when the Hyksos attacked Egypt and took the first slaves out.
Yeah, okay, but at the same time, I'm saying as a collective, as a genre, I understand what you're saying, because even hip hop and pop and all that is ran by basically
the world is ran by these people.
I understand that.
These systems.
Yeah, I understand that. But at the same time, you still kind of for. Well, no, I'm not even going to say. I'm not even going to say that.
Eminem could win best rapper.
Well,
it's the same thing. Just like Soulja could win best reggae album, Eminem could win rapper of the year, best rapper alive. Eminem could be it. You ever see some black people saying Eminem is the best rapper ever?
But Eminem's skills was.
His skills is up there, but it's not.
It wasn't for
Eminem. Cut above anything.
Eminem never been for me. I was never a big Eminem fan.
Eminem is a rap fundamentalist.
But he was that lyricist. But he like one of the biggest lyricists at the time.
I don't know about lyricism, but his shit was just mental. What grabbed me with Eminem and what grabbed everybody.
What was that?
The emotion behind his music. How he was so real about his life.
His real always grab.
No, his problem, like, it wasn't really lyrics or anything. Like, it was just like, yo, the shit that he was saying, like, yo, I'm gonna kill my mom and shit like that. That people.
Oh no, yeah, those little grabbers. Yeah,
that's Eminem.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. He's a like
Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is no lyrics. He's a white guy put in the thing to pushed in the thing to. That's what they do. This is what they do. In Afrobeats, there's going to be a white artist. Look for it.
I believe it.
Look for it.
I believe it. I was going to say that. Actually, I think it will be.
And it's going to be the best thing since the wheel. Because this is what happened to us.
Shock factor.
This is what happened to us. Like, we invented these things. We create these things. We create society. We create civilization. We create cooking. We create bathing. All this shit you're talking about. We create building houses. We create math, algebra, education. We create all of that shit. But who's the father of psychology? They'll tell you Sigmund Freud. Who's the father of philosophy? They'll tell you it's Socrates.
Yeah.
Who's the father of mathematics? They'll tell you it's Pythagoras or who discovered gravity? They'll tell you Newton.
Yeah.
You feel me? This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is what's happening in our music. It's not the people's fault. You can't blame the people. The people don't have any control. We don't have any control at all. Only control we have is over ourselves. And we have so little control of ourselves due to the external peer pressure, bro. It's yo.
So my thing is, right? So our music, right, as reggae music, if you compare it to any other music or any other genre, right, we don't have a structure like hip hop. We don't have a structure like pop or R&B. We don't have that structure. As we can say, we look at these because I'm not going to say ownership. I'm going to say say we don't have these. We don't have these pillars in our.
What do you mean? You say structure and pillars. Like, what do you mean? Like,
all right. So the record
award shows.
No, not even. I'm not even.
Record labels.
Labels. I'm talking about labels. Yeah. We don't have those pillars. Like, all right, say. When you look at hip hop, right? When you look at hip hop,
you see Arista, you see Universal.
Yes, you see those. Yes, yeah.
Let me explain why.
Okay.
When you look at America, let's break it down into. Let's do cell phone companies.
Okay.
How many cell phone companies we have in America?
A lot.
All right. How many we have in Jamaica?
2.
All right.
Yeah.
How many record labels in Jamaica? 2, 3, maybe.
No, you got a couple. You got a bunch of them. You got a bunch of them.
Real record labels putting out.
No, master strips. Master distributors. You talking about
2 or 3 record labels?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just a bigger market. That's just natural.
It is a bigger market. All I'm saying is we don't have the same. All right, so.
Bro, we have less white people in our country. You have to understand that.
I understand that.
They're not going to make no ways for who's they going to make a way for?
Listen, all right.
We get the trickle down and the residuals.
We don't have a company, and we don't have a reggae record company that we can say, all right, you know how we had Rockefeller and Def Jam? We don't have that type of structure.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. So you have a Def Jam that's the main company. You have a Rockefeller that's right there under them. That's an umbrella.
Is underneath somebody too. They all underneath.
Yes,
people.
but what I'm saying is you don't have that type of structure.
But you can't have it.
Why couldn't you?
We don't have that much people. We don't.
What do you mean?
We have 2.5 million people, 2.3 million people in our country. America is 400 million.
Listen, I'm not even.
It has to calculate into effect.
No, what I'm saying is right. So what I'm saying is
we have 2
on your
3.
point, right? What I'm saying is, say that what we have VP, right? Say VP. Mm-hmm. VP is a big company that has well known and also over here also.
Yes.
Why can't we pick, why couldn't VP partner up with somebody over here that's a big giant, say a Def Jam or whatever?
Their money. Why would they want to cut their money?
Yeah, that's but at the same time, that is also a problem.
It's a problem for VP because they don't want to cut their money,
and also for that artist too. That's not going to have their music spread all over the world. Because you got to be you got to have something that's going to be an engine to push your music, right?
You don't need it. You don't need it
because we don't have that engine.
We don't need it, and that's why we keep failing. We keep depending on these people that's not putting us. They're not putting us anywhere except at the bottom every time. We depend on them.
I wouldn't say depend.
We depend on them.
We depend on them.
But the thing about it is,
okay. I need a little push. So I wouldn't say we have to depend on them.
Let me see if I can.
Dependent on them. We are dependent on them. Tracy, if they feed you, you're dependent on somebody that feeds you. You don't have a farm. You don't grow your own food.
Push.
You're dependent.
I use the word push. I wouldn't say dependent, but I'll just say push.
I feel like we are depending on.
We are dependent because they depend on these collab. Look how they depend on the collaboration.
Yeah, because they want that extra marketing, that extra advertisement is that collab.
Bro,
look at Sensia. Sensia came over here for that reason only.
Exactly.
Reason only.
You feel me? Because
you understand?
The two record label in Jamaica not working for them. It's just like how we have Digisettle and Flood. None of them now work. When you go to Jamaica and you talk to them on the phone.
What's up, Buffett?
Whenever at Jamaica, you get a reception.
Hey, first of all, Digisettle and Flood, we want a sponsor, so don't even.
We no sponsor fuck with. We don't want no sponsor for nobody. We are take advantage of poor people. Like, be real, yo.
Nah. But that's a monopoly anyway. And like anything else.
But it shouldn't be. And it's a monopoly and they're not delivering good service. It's the same thing with these record labels.
Exactly. But the same thing
but the same thing over here too. These record labels over here not really delivering good service. It's just that they have so many artists to rob that they can escape more.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's a bigger pool. But it's not. How can I explain? They're not making money. Like, it's just about the control. They use these artists to control and push whatever they want.
They have their own agenda. Okay, so I get that.
They don't care about the money. It's not about the money. They're not making. They don't care if the artists make money or even
they don't care. No, they don't care.
They themselves make money once their message is being pushed and people are thinking the way they want us to think. You feel what I'm saying? Because I can like music, movies, and culture and culture is what they use to change our culture or push our culture. Like, you feel me? I can see it step by step how the shit changed. Like, from hip hop to gangster rap to, you feel me, to trap music, and from reggae to dancehall to 90s dancehall, then to the 2000 dancehall, and then now to what we have right now. You feel me? Till now that the people like that started it, they're fighting these young youths. Like, you can't fight the youths, then, bro.
I want to play something.
Let the youths do what the fuck the youths want to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, you were young one time. You can't understand that shit. Like, so they say, oh, the youths is ruining the music and all that shit. Like, how do you put that much pressure on the kids?
That's
another thing too.
There's no way the kids can ruin the music. There's the dancehall can't stop.
From the jump.
That's what Cartel say. Dancehall can't stop. Nobody can ruin dancehall, bro. It can't stop. No one artist not powerful enough to stop it.
Listen, the thing about it is where I'm at with that statement. What we heard Beenie Man was telling Boom Boom, right? So he was basically saying that he doesn't hear his music playing. It don't matter how many times he send Boom Boom a song or whatever. It's not going to get played in the dance, right? So at that point, then you have to. He's getting
music. Don't be mad at the kids.
That too. But at the same time, you have to look into it like it's not your time. It's not your time anymore.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean.
That looks
but
crazy.
But the thing that I do agree with Beanie now is the structure of dancehall. Now I know it's new and I know it's a different vibe of artists and the different vibe of the music, where the music back in the 90s and the early 2000s used to be very, big reggae music. It means something. It has more meaning and it has more feeling to the beat of the music, right? Nowadays, the beat of the music sounds more hip hopish. And more and less bass in the music. So airy. It's like a airy, vibey type of feel when you hear a rhythm now. You know what I mean?
Emotions.
So now it's shifting to a different type of feel now, where we used to hear the bass kicking in a dance. Now you will hear these little, you know what I mean? You hear these instruments that you usually don't use in reggae.
Okay, I don't know if this is one way to look at it, but I don't think of it this way. But sometimes I look through this lens and like how the music is changing, and like how we have to go through the 90s. We have to go through the 90s. Like the 90s, like they got a lot of criticism as well. Probably equal criticism to what the kids these days are getting. 90s dancehall artists got, right? And they had to fight through that for us to get Vybz Kartel.
That's true. That's true.
So true.
Like that's the pinnacle of that flow, that era. That's the peak. Yeah. It's still the peak of everything. You feel me? But it was just such a high peak at that. It's still the peak of everything. But I feel like something good is coming out of this new sound, and I could see it in certain artists. I can see it. It trickles first, and then it's a overflow. You understand? When you open the faucet, it just don't.
One
drop come out, and then it flows. Yeah. So I think like the next generation, not these generation right now, the next generation is where we're going to see maybe the cartel of it or something close to the cartel of it, where we can say, you feel what I'm saying? We could be proud of it and we could see what they're doing, because like, I can see what they're doing. I can see it in the artists, bro. Like the new artists, like 450 Silk Boss, like I can see it, bro. Like it's
more
emotion.
Like I could see the potential.
It's more emotion, and it's not hard.
Yeah.
Dancer.
Yeah.
It's more feelings.
It's like a more it's more talking. Like,
and I feel like that's where they're going with it.
Yeah, it's like
overall.
It's like how can I like this? Is how I can compare this music right here? It's like they're doing their own counseling session.
Yes,
it's like that's how like like they're the patient. And they're just telling you this shit.
Yeah.
You understand? That's how
it's like venting.
Yeah, that's venting. Like, which I think is great for this generation because a lot of them don't talk.
It is.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
It's great for them. So they really, come out and say how they feel and how they want shit to go in their life right now. And it's sometimes some songs that I'll be hearing from, especially Joshy, it's like it's bring like emotion and like a cry for help in a way too, but also inspiration at the end of the tunnel type shit too.
Yeah.
So
you're feeling.
I feel these artists.
Yeah, and these are the ones that's like at the forefront.
But the thing about it is, I do agree with part of Beanie, and the feel is gone with the dancehall.
I agree with Beanie because that's our time.
It's our time. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only
face it. And
that's the only.
Face it and accept it. The better you're off.
But that's the only part I agree with.
Beanie was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Now we're in 2020, Beanie.
So
30 years.
Yeah. Yeah,
and you think you're still supposed to be sending songs to Boom Boom?
You
think you're still supposed to be sending Boom Boom?
No,
songs?
You're not supposed to send nobody nothing at that point. You reach a stage already.
I'm done with you.
He's right though. Yeah, absolutely.
This is the problem in our music, and this is why we fight these youths.
But that's why I say all the time. That's why I say all the time. Our structure is not there because listen, Beanie Man and Bunty should be like a Jay-Z and a Nas comparison. If you want to compare it to hip hop people, you understand? And
Biggie and Tupac.
You understand what I'm saying?
Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's off of people that don't know who Beanie and
Pinnacle.
Pinnacle of our music. So
top two.
So
protagonist, antagonist.
These artists, right? These artists, right, are supposed to be on top here. You would never hear Jay-Z going to a DJ sending him his music. You would never hear or you know what I mean?
At this stage in his career.
Yeah, that's true.
You watching over what's going on with these younger youths, and then you go on their tracks and kill them and show them why you bad.
Yeah,
collaborate with them.
That's another
That's
thing
how you get your music
That's
played.
how you get your music played.
Yeah.
Look at Cartel. He all the way in jail. He already collabing.
Every artist.
Every new artist that's coming out, he got to collab with them.
He got something.
Well, yeah.
In front of him, he got Sean.
He got something.
Or Tommy
Lee. Somebody.
It's one out the Gaza.
Yes.
So that's true.
If you're not gonna be of the time, you try to get somewhere. Get your little, you know what I mean? Get a young boy.
Beanie Man had points. Like his point was saying, like the DJs controlling the dance. Yeah, they control the dance.
They control it. Yeah.
Play. I didn't even stop the fuck with them.
No, they're not playing. No, the DJs.
Listen,
they play what's available.
Harry Hype told the truth though. In that whole, I don't know if y'all seen that party.
I don't think that was the truth. I think it was like a little excuse.
No, I think that.
I think it was an excuse because he didn't have anything better to say to Beanie Man.
Listen,
he wanted to answer. Now. He wanted to answer crazier than that. Trust me, because this is Boom Boom and Harry Hype.
Yeah,
exactly.
But what would you gonna say?
Man.
But what can you say?
You could come box him like Will Smith. You see what I said? El can't handle.
Nah.
All right, so you have to think.
Yeah.
You have to go in your thinking box and come up with excuses for what you was doing. You feel me? And make yourself look bad to make the king look good.
But listen.
Like, you have to make the king look good.
Come on.
Listen, bro.
The king of the dance.
I know you're a DJ and all, but let's be real.
Listen, but at the same time, these DJs are not.
I don't think the DJs are ruining anything.
I'm not saying that they're ruining anything. What I'm saying is they do play a part.
They play a part.
Hold on.
Good and bad.
Excuse me. Okay. Excuse me. Please remember when we were going to Sambuca in those days. Right?
Yeah.
Now you have 18-year-old, 17-year-old, 19, 20-year-old coming to the parties.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear what we were listening to.
Yeah, that's true.
Talking about that this weekend. Oh, I'm going to that.
Like, what don't y'all get about that?
No, I'm not. I get it. Well, I get it.
That's what beating it.
No.
Like,
no, I get it. I'm just talking in regards to, when an artist sent over their track to the DJ.
No.
Let's be real.
You got to send a little money,
No, but that's what Harry Hype was saying the same thing.
Yeah, they said I look at change.
Harry Hype said, yo.
Harry Hype and Boom Boom play all these fuckers singing that dance.
Yeah, because they're getting paid. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying.
But it's also helping to kill the business.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not kill the business.
It's killing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Just like, all right, so.
But it didn't start with them.
No, it didn't start with them. Hell no.
This came from dubplate. This came from the dubplate culture.
No, dubplate culture is way different from that.
No, it's a child of the dubplate culture.
Yeah,
it's a birth of the dubplate culture.
So would you say Money Pull Up is the birth of that too? Will you say Money Pull Up is a birth of that too?
Hell yeah.
From dubplate culture? How is that possible?
No, I'm not gonna say from dubplate culture.
Money Pull Up is
not from dubplate culture.
That's a flossing culture. That's what all that is.
Money Pull Up is not really the dubplate culture.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What we just said about this right here.
But that's the same way you give somebody to play your song.
Nah,
that's the same thing.
No. Dubplate is what the selector pay the artist to play to get the song from the artist. That's a dubplate. But when the
early 90s.
I know what the dubplate is. I have a bunch of them.
What we're saying is when the artist pay the selector to play their song. That's not a dubplate.
It's not a dubplate.
That's fuckery.
That's what I'm saying. So how is that the dubplate culture that you're saying?
That's how it came from. It came from that. Money for music. Money for songs.
That's what I was looking at.
It's the same shit.
It
just said it flipped.
That's what I was looking at.
It just said it flipped now. It's not the DJ giving the artist money now. Now it's the artist giving the DJ's money now.
But before dubplates, because we're gonna get it nice and straight right here. Before dubplates, people were paying to get their music on the radio. That's where it comes from. It's called payola.
Okay.
That's where it comes from.
Okay.
That's part of the whole shit.
That's where it comes from. That's
the 70s?
That's the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Okay.
That's where it comes from. It's a payola system.
Okay.
It's pay to play.
And
pay to play.
And that's not only in Jamaica. That was happening here too, and wherever in England also. So that's where it comes from. Not dubplate culture. Dubplate culture is paying the artist.
I think it trickled down from it.
No, it can't. It can't because it was happening before the dubplate was even existed.
I never heard about nobody paying for no music in Jamaica on no radio before no dubplate.
You watch a Harder They Come before? Have you watched the Harder They Come?
Harder They Come.
You didn't say of them paying the DJs to play this music?
No, he did.
He definitely did.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Drop a bomb for this point. No. You gave me. Now you fucking up. I said a bomb.
No. He definitely did.
Yeah, I swear. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's a payola.
I understand that. You pay to get your music played.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get your music played. But
people, this is
like, bro. This is like a little bit different. This is a little bit different because this is not over a radio. This is not a radio.
But the dance hall is the new radio. Nobody listens to the radio no more.
It all blends.
Listen, it's the same shit that happens. Bro. It's the same shit that happens, bro.
All the dubplate culture come from that shit.
I just remember back in the day.
Don't blame my dubplate culture, bro.
But don't blame I DJ everything. But let's be real.
Yeah,
they help fuck up the shit too.
No,
let's be real.
Listen.
They help.
Listen,
yo, the dubplate. It's really the sound clash that bring all this violence in the music.
All right.
Oh
hell no, you deep, me. Nah, hell no, hell no. That you deep with that. When you seen that? When have you ever seen violence at? We go to sound clashes all the time.
The clash culture, not just sound clash. The clash culture. That's what bring the violence.
But clash culture. Are you talking about?
Brings war.
Are you talking about like Sting? Or are you talking like Sting?
That's where. That's where these artists' lyrics come from.
But are you talking about like Sting, like the clash culture of Sting?
Talking about clash culture, you against me.
Like Sting.
But anything. It's sportsmanship though.
That's sportsmanship. That's a sport.
Sportsmanship. It don't go beyond that.
Nah. It's showing the youth them that we have to compete to each other. That's all it's teaching the youth.
So battle rapping ain't the same thing?
battle rap.
And that get violent.
It's
that
the same shit.
Yeah, so battle rap is
It's the same shit. That's why the same. It's the same. Just listen to American music. It's drill right now. They drilling on each other. And listen to dancehall. They drilling on each other.
Yeah,
that's where it comes from. War. You against me. I have to say the best thing to beat you. You have to say the best thing to beat me.
But that's any competition, bro.
I understand
that's any competition.
But why is it only the black people got to compete?
So you don't think white people compete?
Where are they competing? They're collaborating.
Huh? They don't compete in nothing?
Nothing.
Damn.
They work together in everything.
No, I'm not saying that they don't work together. I'm just saying like they have to compete at some point.
I don't see it.
Well, we probably won't. Probably won't see it. We're not going to see it. Obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
I see us competing everywhere, all day.
Bro.
All day, every day.
You need to ask her.
Everywhere. Bro, yo. I'm telling you, it's like, bro, like, we're fucked up, bro. Like, yo, black people is fucked up, yo. We're in a fucked up situation, bro. Yeah. We're in a fucked up situation, bro. No,
my question
I
is...
think about this shit, like, I think about my fucking kids. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my kids living life like how this shit, like, I don't want them living this type of lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, hell no, bro. I don't want to live in a society with racism and fucking white supremacy holding them back. They can't reach their full potential. Like, I know what that shit is feel like, bro. Bro, I grew up in Jamaica. In Jamaica, I never came less than second in my class.
Yeah.
It was like 50 of us.
But that's a competition too.
No, I'm telling you, this is where it comes from. It comes from all of this. It comes from all this.
If you announce it first and second in that class,
listen, they put this in our life for us to compete against each other.
Yeah. I was behind him, like we're in the same class.
Never less than second.
I'm always trying to
out of 50 people in our class. Never less than second. Sometimes first. 1 or 2 times I come first. I don't come first often.
Yeah.
But, bro, second was my number.
Yeah.
It was never less than that.
Yeah.
Out of all of the people. I came here, you feel me? In Jamaica, it's like, yo, when I was in Jamaica, I had this drive in.
To learn and to do more.
You go straight to the library on Fridays.
It's not even to note. It's like you just feel uninhibited.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? I felt like I could do literally whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah.
In Jamaica.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, like whatever I was pursuing, I felt like, yo, I was going to go to Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do this because that was like how they were talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
That was the drive. That was the page I was on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, I came to America. 4th grade. This is the first time I ever had fucking bad grades in my life.
We ain't know what was going on.
You feel me, bro? When I came to 4th grade, bro, I was looking at my report card. It was all S's and
I'm like,
it was S and O's, like, and U's,
you know what I mean?
like unsatisfactory, satisfactory. I remember what them shits mean because I used to read the fucking report. Bro, I used to be mad reading these shits like satisfactory. What the fuck is satisfactory?
Yeah.
What is unsatisfactory? What is or it's like
outstanding.
Numbers, like,
outstanding.
We were looking for numbers, bro.
They used to have this shit.
4th grade though,
bro. I remember my 4th grade, bro. It was
they had satisfactory.
Gregory. I remember that shit.
Gregory,
bro. I came here 4th grade.
Satisfactory.
It was satisfactory and satisfactory. When we got to 5th grade, we started getting C's, D's, and those type of grades.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And bro, my first 2 years, elementary school, unsatisfactory 4th grade and all that shit. 5th grade was like C's, fucking D's. I don't know what the fuck was going on, bro.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? But it's like new environment, learning everything.
It takes a toll. It takes a toll.
Trying to adapt.
Definitely for me.
It's like
distractions.
Not even, I don't even know if I was distracted, but
you had to be. You had to.
And you adapted way more faster than I did.
Listen,
I think I adapted.
You
adapted
so quick.
Listen, you have
like
to.
Within a week, I was.
Listen,
I was in the coach.
Listen.
Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, nigga, you was bugging out,
nigga. I remember Dillinger going to England for 2 weeks and he came back as a British, like a full British when he came back.
Bro, I absorbed.
That's why I say you adapt real quick.
I don't know, bro. It's like, yo, it don't take nothing for me to absorb that shit. And I'm in.
But the thing about it is, you coming from Jamaica, y'all both coming from Jamaica at that time or whatever, and trying to adapting to a culture that you have no knowledge about. It's already a distraction, bro.
No, but then,
it's already a distraction.
But no, not even the distractions. Like, because it was just the adjustment period. Because when I got to sixth grade, it was like all A's.
Yeah.
From 6th grade to 12th grade, it was all A's.
But that's what I'm saying.
You feel me? I was
but that's
my shit.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
It wasn't, bro. I had nobody to distract me.
That's all. That whole thing is a distraction, bro.
You feel me? It was just adjusting to the shit.
Exactly. That's a distraction. You didn't have to do that in Jamaica. You was already there. You already know what to do.
Yeah. And also, you're right.
Yeah, that's a distraction.
I was used to that shit.
Yeah.
I was already in my zone.
It's like we were just on one schedule every day. We know what we had to do, where we had to be.
This is how it's a distraction, right? You have to train your mind not to speak patois. Then you have to train your mind not to do certain things because you're gonna get laughed at. You're gonna then you gotta train your mind.
I was speaking proper.
Perfect. You got all the slangs and everything down pat.
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
I had friends. I had all that shit.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when you
I had was just in Bone Thugs.
Listen,
I don't know what's a Bone Thugs song, but like week 2, I had some Bone Thugs song.
I used to be so pissed, yo, because he was ahead of me. Ever since we were little, he was always ahead of me.
Yeah.
He'll come first, and then Damien will come second, then put me in third. I'm like, God damn.
Third place is Tracy.
Drop a bomb for third place.
I used to be so pissed. I'm like, damn, I can never knock out either one because those and
we were in the same class from like 1st grade all the way up to like 4th.
Yeah.
Same class.
Yeah.
All 3 of us.
Yeah.
And we're the top of the class.
Yeah. Everybody in the school know it's either going to be Davion or it's going to be Damien. And then here I go, just trickling right behind. I'm like, I can never knock.
It's going to be a toss-up.
Exactly.
Bro, but the thing is, like...
It's really hard. It was really hard. When I got here, I ain't talk, period. I just didn't want to be bothered.
Just became a full mood.
I just shut down, period.
Yeah. But that's why I said...
The new environment.
That's why I said it's going to be a distraction. You might not think about it right now and say it was though. Like that whole move, that whole culture shock is a distraction because you now have to think about what you're doing. So you have to second guess yourself all the time.
Yeah, you have to
change You got to change yourself at the same time.
And because I assimilate completely.
That's what I'm saying. It's a distraction. That's why you couldn't get the shit that you was doing because you're like, no, I've been training my mind to just be a social butterfly in this space. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first thing that you need to do when you get here is to actually just say, all right, I don't want these motherfuckers to laugh at me. So I'm going to try and train myself so we can be on the same plane. Then when I adjust, then I can get my mind right to do school. You know what I mean? I see, yo, dog, you ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? Because I had other cousins come over here all the same time and they had the same problem. They are the brightest kid in Jamaica, but when they come over here, it's just like they have to adjust. They have to get their mind right.
I said, bitch, am I gonna come third this time?
Bro.
I was looking like I think come third.
Bro,
no.
It was no adjustment, bro. It was 4th grade. That shit was so easy. The work was easy as hell.
The work was easy.
Bro.
It's not about the work though.
It was just because we didn't answer questions and participate in class.
That's what I'm saying.
Unsatisfactory.
That's what I'm saying.
Do the work.
That's what I'm saying.
As soon as I open my mouth to answer the question, here come the right patois, and then everybody Tree!
Says,
yo, that was the hardest one to get rid of. That was the hardest one to get rid of.
It said, so, excuse me, Tamara, did you say a tree?
At that point, I just shut down. I say, fuck it. I ain't talk.
Yeah.
Literally, the work is easy because we know the work.
Yeah. So because you're definitely ahead of what y'all doing way more stuff.
The work is easy. It wasn't about the work. It was just us trying to adapt to the whole thing.
Exactly.
And fitting in with everybody.
Just being comfortable in our own skin.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know that's the thing. Same thing. Like, yo, when my cousin Damien came over here and he just started Trenton High.
Yeah, he came to high school.
He came to high school, and then he had a difficult time in the beginning because he like is just like, bro, he worked hard, bro.
No, high school is crazy.
He worked hard.
I couldn't imagine coming to high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I couldn't imagine coming.
He had to adjust so much, and he was living on Rosemont where y'all used to live at, and that area ain't always. It was all, you know what I mean. It wasn't good. It was a hood.
It was okay. It was
a nice community though.
It was nice.
Yeah, but
it was all families.
It's shit going on. Shit going on.
Shit was going down. Yeah, but it was. Every house was a family house.
Yeah.
Kids was safe.
I can say that.
Okay,
all the kids were safe. All the
but like in the beginning, like he had a hard time to kind of transition, and you know what I mean, he used to come to my house all the time and just try to do his papers and all of that stuff, and I was just trying to show him the ropes with a lot of things until that he got into the whole lingo of everything, and he's like, shit, I got it, and it was good. You know what I mean? But it took some time. Yeah, it took some time. So that's why I'm like, man, that whole move is a distraction. And it gets like that.
Man, I wish I had stayed. Really and truly.
But wait, I thought about that sometimes.
But we talk about all of that to get to this point.
I think about it all the time. I wish I had stayed at least a little bit longer.
You know what I mean?
I love my country.
But we came to this point where, you know what I mean, these artists here, you know what I mean, nowadays we just have to respect their craft. You know what I'm saying? And they just it takes a while.
Talent, bro.
They have talent.
All of them.
And so,
all of them. Don't say some. All of them.
No, they got talent.
They're putting in the work. I feel like
they're working.
Listen,
putting in the work.
You know what made me see
and
that
music creative.
You know what made me see this past weekend that this music is just gonna be. That's not. It's not gonna be stopped, and it's nothing. What we feel as older, lovers of music. Is that, look, I just seen Skillibeng pack a UK stadium.
Yes.
Not stadium, but a theater.
Yeah,
a theater.
The same one, Popcorn.
Yeah, it's the same one. Packed, and they was singing wop, 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 wop. That was the same. I'm like, it's no. Yeah, dog.
They love that shit.
There's no way you can go around. You can't, but you can't. If they were singing it so and
they knew the lyrics.
They know the lyrics, everything.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. It's their time.
It's their time. There's no way you can go around it. I'd seen a known DJ on Facebook post. He like, yo, you ever heard this? He like, Skillibeng, we had this song called Wop Wop Wop. I like, niggas was like, yo, you just listening to that? He like, you really just heard that? He like, nah, but I just can't believe this song is tearing up the place. And I'm like, it's not tearing up the place. But the performance was good.
Yeah, performance was good.
I think he just looked at that performance and said, Ja knew him. We can't play that. I'm not going to lie. I can't play it. I can't play it. You know what I mean? Me personally, I can't play it. But it's other DJs out there who will. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when I'm playing music, it's not just for me, but it's kind of educate at the same time. Not educate. Educate is a strong word, but kind of put my influence.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, into how I want the people to react. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a responsible way how to play music. And
all DJs should be thinking like that.
You understand? Yeah. So I feel like if you kind of educate and kind of put your influence in and trying to curve certain things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my philosophy on playing music. So
keep the mold.
Yes. And I think that's why Beenie Man was so upset about Boom Boom and them playing anything, because that's where it's coming from. He like, you playing people that's, making no sense, but when it's real lyrics and real music to be played, you don't want to play them.
Bro, let me tell you what thing too. I think Beenie Man need to shut the hell up.
Oh my God.
All right. We know dancehall, right? We know dancehall at Jamaica. So we know that Beenie Man is a complain and a whine because he want his song them play. And he not hearing song then. Then I dance out and he drinking wine and he nice. Lately I've been noticing him going to the dance hall, drinking too much wine and acting crazy.
Just wine in my drink?
Wine. That's what he's been drinking for the last 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he been acting out, right? He went to the Boom Boom thing Monday, right? And see you them do them thing. Why now all of a sudden Beenie Man, you want come tell you them what if he play? Right?
He's been enjoying himself for a month now.
You feel what I'm saying? Alright, look what dancehall. Remember saying no? Dancehall in Jamaica, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, short thing, I'm like, up here, so you get 3 or 4
No.
True.
Dancehall in Jamaica, then get the whole day.
Yeah.
That's true.
Dance start daytime, you know.
But
So music I play all day.
yeah, true.
So Beenie Man, your song play.
But the
You
thing
just
about
wasn't there to hear it.
you know that. But you know these artists, they want piece of the prime time where everybody
your
that's
song on a prime time song. Just know that now. Just know say you are not prime artist no more. Your song is not prime time. No matter what you do.
Yo,
You have to collab with Cartel, Skilly Bang, Jashi,
listen, man.
Silk Boss, Chronic Love.
Don't diss the king.
Which king? Adi the king. Any other king, a Burger King. A one king, world boss.
Yo. Hey, man.
Pass.
Hey, man. Like we all have to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
need to get
you know
used
what I
to
mean? Like, cause
You got Boombox. You watching Boombox?
Yeah,
You got Boombox, right?
Yeah.
Louis Culture did that perform, bro.
Yes.
These man have to take over man who was thing, bro.
Not like for real.
You saw
Wow.
that shit, Tracy?
I ain't see that. I ain't see that.
Tasteless.
I gotta watch it.
Yo,
gotta
it
watch
look tasteless.
Yeah,
like,
that was too much. And you know why I kept the mic, you know?
Louis Culture,
Bruh.
Yo,
Oh
he,
my God.
he treated it like he moved like he was Chris
Yo.
Rock.
Oh,
He moved like he was Chris Rock.
yes.
That's crazy.
He had that much restraint,
Yes.
bro. Cause you
That's
could
it.
definitely tell that Beanie Man was.
He was doing too much.
You doing
was
too
not-
much?
Like,
Listen, the
He
man
was
don't want to
saucy.
get the mic. You know,
He man no one let up man a perform on stage and you in that crowd want hold up your mic.
Oh hell no, nah, that's
And that's how
tasteless.
you're in backup singer.
That's tasteless.
And then you perform your song them too.
Yeah, that's tasteless.
You know what Beanie Man going already.
Yeah. If you give him an inch, he gonna take a yard.
If you see
Yeah.
a microphone, you don't want nobody else funny.
Yeah.
I just so Beanie Man step and you see the talkaphone and
But,
you have it.
you know what I mean? But anyways, man, we just we gone way too far in our discussion, and it was a good discussion. I enjoyed this one for real. You know what I mean? So, I do remember that we dropping our episodes every Friday at 5 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to visit our YouTube and subscribe, please do so. Hit the notification bell to get our alerts when we drop something new.
And like the video, people.
Like, comment, share,
help us to go out
all
there
of that.
in the YouTube world.
Yeah, man, like, share, and subscribe.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Notification.
You know what I mean? And let us know what's the best parts of our discussion. And if you have any rebuttals, please do it in the comments.
Yeah, critiques.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Also,
alright.
you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? We are, another one, we got another one down and we are, you know what I mean?
Back on top of things.
Gonna keep on top of things. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm proud of y'all today, man. Y'all made my heart smile.
I was early, bro. I was like,
So-
ooh. Oh God, it was good though.
boy.
It was a good day.
What?
Jesus! Oh my God!
New youth are on the street.
Oh God!
Yeah,
See
man.
now, come out of them way. I want to get run the fuck over. Man, tell you now.
All right, we gonna end it on that. So, you know
Can't
what we
fight the
say
youths,
every
man.
day? Love.
Can't fight the youth.
Yeah, Loki Flex. Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Get to the money, get to the cash. Yo, a Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Chat.
Watch I wanna.
Mother road.